Hi, I'm Kourosh and I'm the Director of Sovereign Tourism in London. We've been operating educational programs for groups to Europe since 1973. During that time, the nature of travel and tourism has changed tremendously, but what hasn't changed is our commitment to providing educational and unique experiences for students. We work closely with universities and faculty and build long-term relationships in order to bring your goals to life. A relationship which is built on mutual trust and respect and which helps you meet your goals and academic expectations for students. We take safety seriously and, as well as substantial liability cover, have an emergency plan which we will happily share with you. Generally, when designing and planning programs, we research and consider in-country risks and safety issues, monitor global developments, and always maintain clear and timely communication before and during each program with program leaders. We also provide 24/7 emergency phone cover while groups are on the road. This means that your students will always be well looked after in case of any emergency or delay, both by our staff and by our network of contacts around Europe. Another important factor is that calls to our emergency line are not sent to a call center and are dealt with by one of our own team. Speaking of the team, I'm very proud to say that we have an amazing team of professional travel experts who offer a friendly and reliable service and who know Europe inside out. And their dedication and attention to detail is truly second to none. A few of this amazing team are here today and I would like to introduce you to them. Jill, would you like to come up first?
Hello everyone, I'm Jill and I'm the Business Development Manager at Sovereign Tourism. I work with the team which puts together all of our educational programs. We are usually your first port of call when you're looking to organise a study abroad program for your students. We work with you to put together the best possible program itineraries for your students. We create itineraries that cover all of Europe and we customise everything to suit both the needs of the faculty and of course the students. Often you'll have a clear idea of what you want, so we put the programme together for you based on that. Or alternatively, you may have an idea about a particular country or countries that you want to visit, or you may have a theme that you want to study, but you may not be exactly sure how to make it happen. So we can help you do that. After we've done all of that, we put a proposal together and we price up the tour program. We've got very competitive pricing because we work directly with suppliers all over Europe. There is no middleman as such. So you know you're getting real value for money. And of course, we understand that getting a very good price for your students is super important. I should add that we also suggest lots of hands-on experiences, meetings with local students, local communities, churches, any number of different organisations, perhaps lectures, and talks with local teachers, local leaders, local experts, and also technical visits related to the subject. So you could visit a hospital or a law court, a parliament session, or perhaps do a charity project. Basically, we include anything that's relevant to your subject and that will stimulate interest in your students. And we know that's the goal, and I know that you will do anything to get them away from their cell phones. We're very happy to talk with you online to discuss your programme before we start to put a proposal together. And once you've decided you'd like to confirm your programme with us, we hand everything over to our operations team to actually make all the magic happen. Ilenia will explain all of that to you. Ilenia?
Thank you, Jill. Hi, I'm Ilenia and I'm the Operations Manager at Sovereign Tourism. I have been with the company for over 10 years. As Jill said, once a program is confirmed, it goes to our operations team and we take over. At this stage, the operator is introduced to the university as the point of contact for the entire duration of the program. We make the necessary reservation for all the services and work out the timing and the logistics so that the faculty can focus on the academic content of the program. We create a detailed operating itinerary that includes all contact details, and we share this itinerary with the faculty. We will then arrange online meetings between the faculty and the operator to go through the final documents. The operations team also provide a 24/7 emergency cover while the group is on the road, and we will be able to assist until the group returns home. We always value and appreciate any feedback, so once the students are back home, we send you an evaluation form and we ask for your feedback. As Jill said earlier, we often include customized educational and technical visits for students. And now I would like to introduce you to my colleague Valda, who will tell you more about this.
So yes, I'm Valda, hello. I've been with the company for a very long time, and these days my role is to look after technical visits and performing groups. Nearly all of our groups are tailor-made to the group's educational or personal requirements, so many groups will want us to explore opportunities which match exactly the group's interests and goals. An example of some of these types of visits we've organised are museum curator and theatre director talks, storytelling by refugees in Berlin, Venetian mask making, tea with an aristocrat in England, market tours with locals, discussions on race with the Muslim community in London, and meetings with the Red Cross in Geneva. The point is, we can tailor-make anything to your requirements. We also look after university performing groups each year. They're usually choirs or orchestras who tour all over Europe. We select venues suited to the group's wishes, so it could be anything from the most prestigious churches in Europe, such as St. Paul's Cathedral in London, or St. Peter's in the Vatican, or maybe a castle or even a charitable concert in a care home. We can even arrange participation in music competitions. One of our most exciting concert tours is for a very large college orchestra who've travelled with us for many years, and they perform a series of formal concerts in one of Vienna's most famous concert halls, with audiences in excess of 1,000 people. What I love about my job is the experience of going to the concert and seeing the crowds of people smiling and clapping after the performance, and witnessing the emotion and excitement on the faces of the students. It really is the most rewarding job I can imagine doing. But enough of me. I'd now like to introduce you to Maura Griffin, who's going to talk about the operational side of our groups.
Hi, I'm Maura, and I work in the operations department. Once a group arrives on my desk, I will be responsible for all aspects required until the group returns home, liaising with the study abroad team to get as much information as we can about the group, making sure that their learning objectives are the focus of everything, requesting participants' special requirements, making the arrangements for all the services, producing all the documentation required for the smooth running of the programme, taking into account the experience the faculty have with the locations to be visited, online meeting with study abroad staff and faculty to work through any questions, and liaising with the faculty during the programme itself. One thing I love about my job is that no 2 weeks are ever the same. We operate groups travelling all over Europe, UK and Ireland, France, Italy, Spain and Germany, and beyond. The variety of subjects covered is endless, from tours looking at World War I and World War II, the Holocaust, gender, race and media, history of computing, to ceramic tile making in Tuscany, coffee house culture in Vienna, and theatre history. I get great enjoyment researching new subjects, as well as stretching my knowledge on more familiar ones. Whether it's a performing group, we've looked after choirs, orchestras, pipe bands, handbell ringers, to name a few, from small groups to those involving hundreds of participants, or a study programme. And whether you're looking to plan a trip lasting a week or a whole summer, we have the experience to make sure your programme is successful and enriching for your students. I don't know of any other company that offers such a variety of options and attention to detail. It has been great working with faculty leaders that return year after year and building up good relationships with them. And if I get the chance to meet up with some of the students, it always gives me a sense of wonder to see through their eyes how an international programme can make a real difference to their learning experience and the wider learning that goes hand in hand with travel.
Thanks to all my colleagues and to you for your time and for listening to us today. We are committed to nurturing personalized experiences for educational groups and want to make life as easy and as smooth as possible for you. We are grateful for the trust you place in us and will always go the extra mile and work with you to bring your programs to life. There is so much to see and do in Europe, and we can't wait to share it all with you and your students.